They're infusing classwork with transgenderism. So they're planting the seed when these kids are 4 and 5.
And this is pretty common in the schools?
In California, the schools are required to teach about transgenderism. They're taught that you are born transgender. There's signs in schools that say, if your mom doesn't support you, I'm your mom now. They're doing this for nefarious reasons. Each one of these kids is worth about $1 million to the medical community. It's a $1 billion industry.
My guest today is Erin Friday. She's a lawyer and parent advocate. Today she'll discuss California laws on gender transformation and how she dealt with this personally.
I trusted the doctors, I trusted the teachers. That part was so painful to understand. Parents are bullied. Doctors will tell them, would you rather have a dead daughter or a live son? You have to raise your voice. They can't cancel us all.
I'm Siyamak Khorammi. Welcome to California Insider. Erin, it's great to have you. Welcome.
So great to be here. Thank you.
We want to talk to you about a phenomenon that's been happening in California. Genders are changing without parents' approvals for kids that are in schools. There is a recent movie that actually Epoch TV and us, we produced. It's called Gender Transformation and the Untold Realities. And you were part of this movie. Before we get into discussing this movie, can you tell us about what's happening? A lot of people don't know about the laws in California of kids at school changing their gender without telling parents. Can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, so there's been a movement for probably the last 5 years where children are being asked their pronouns at school and asked what their chosen name is. And in some schools, it's even daily. They're asked to provide their pronouns and name that they want to be called. And this opens up a door to these kids to get confused gender-wise. They're starting to wonder, well, maybe even though I was born a boy, maybe I'm actually a girl. So it starts really at the school level. And then what the schools are being taught by the Department of Education in California is that once a child comes out with a different name or pronoun than their biological sex, that they must keep that a secret from the parents. And that's actually not true. That's not what the law says. But that's what teachers are doing because they're being taught that that's what they are required to do. They're also being taught that the child could be abused by the family should the child come out with a gender identity that doesn't match their sex. And that's also not true. We don't see any evidence of that. We don't see families kicking their children